Yes, hi. My name is Glenn, and I work with tree service companies across the US, helping them to improve their social presence. And I just wanted to send this video over to you. I had taken a look at your tree service company and noticed a couple things. So I pulled up your website. Your website actually looks really good and is probably helping you to get a lot of traffic in. There's good description of services. As well as testimonials, things of that nature. So I think it's definitely off to a good start. I mean, maybe I would maybe suggest maybe adding some more lead referrals or lead submission forms. Those can be included on a main page or on a landing page. But it's definitely on the right track there. What I think the area where we could probably add the most improvement is with Facebook advertising. And I want to show you just with a couple tools that Facebook uses, you can quickly hone in on a target audience for your business. So this is Facebook Ads Manager, and this is gets set up when someone is creating their advertising campaign. So when you first come in, right now the default is set to the United States, and it's showing a huge number of people, about 282 million people, which is way too big. We want to target about 500,000 people, ideally with Facebook advertising. And the way to do that would be to go in here and we can actually type in some location. So I know one of the areas that you serve is Montclair. Okay, so if I input that and I increase the radius because I know it's a densely populated area. Maybe we'll say include 10 miles out. Maybe that's too much. We're still way too big. I'm going to make it 5 miles. Okay. And that gets us a lot closer to the 500,000 people just by using that one location metric. The other thing we can do is, if we wanted to, we can play with the age. We can change it. If we're thinking about tree services, we're thinking about homeowners. So we probably don't want 18-year-olds because they're not typically homeowners. So maybe we start with 22-year-olds or maybe even 25-year-olds. Okay, and we do that, and right away we're actually within the range for ideal Facebook advertising. The other piece that we can control is if we think a special interest is going to help us, we can do that too. So, for example, again, thinking about homeowners, they're probably going to be interested in home improvement. So we can include that there. That actually gets us way too small. So in this case, I would probably just take that off. We already are kind of at an ideal size. The point is really just that we have a couple levers, if you will, that you can really hone in on an audience size. So we have that for Facebook. The other thing we have for Facebook that's accessible to everyone is the ads library. And that'll allow you to look at pretty much any company that's advertising using Facebook right now. And it'll show when the ad was launched, and it'll actually show the advertising copy too. So you'll be able to see, what's running and how long it's been running. And if it's running for a long time, it's probably doing pretty well. I kind of keyed in on a couple of these here that were launched in June of 2023. And it's a company, I think they're in New Jersey as well, Strobert Tree Services. And they have some advertising copy that looks like this. And I just want to take you through the structure of why I think it's good advertising copy. They use a framework called the AIDA framework, which is attention, interest, desire, and action. And that's kind of how their ad is laid out. They're grabbing the Facebook user's attention by literally by this first sentence. Pennsylvania homeowners, Kent County, Newcastle. That first sentence grabs the attention, and then the next two sentences rather, kind of get the customer's interest because they're talking about having a tree on your property is raising a red flag. So if someone's thinking about that, it takes the next 30 seconds fill out the form below for a free estimate and peace of mind. So it definitely grabs your interest. The next sentence talks about desire. So this is someone desiring to have a safe a safe yard rather. So safely remove it without damaging surrounding landscape with Strobert tree. Okay, and you can see a nice image here of the tree being removed, being supervised. It's out of the way. It's no longer a danger. So that's definitely the desire portion, coupled with the sentence here. The last piece is the action. So it's talking about, claim your free estimate, get a quote. So that the potential customer has to act on it, and they're submitting their lead information. So I would say, Facebook advertising is definitely something that could potentially help your business. If you think about the size of some of these jobs that you get, it's the cost to get some of these leads is probably not that much money in the scheme of things. And if it turns out that you would get a certain amount of jobs from it, then it would more than pay for itself. So I think that's one area where we can look at. We can also talk about Google advertising too, as another option coupled with your website. But I would say the low hanging fruit is definitely Facebook advertising. So that's it. I just wanted to get this video over to you, and thanks for your time. I will follow up with you on Thursday to give you enough time to take a look at this. Thank you very much. Bye bye.